Go ahead.
Okay guys, I'm going to show you how I do my airbrushing, little detail line like this. So real quick, just look at what I've got is a Pache old school style, double action. Press the button, you get air. Pull the needle back, you get material. I use a bottom feed jar, suction style. I just happen to like that. But what I've got is a CO2 tank with gauges here, regulator. So I've already got that hooked up. So I turn on my gas, and of course I didn't tighten this all the way, so let me grab a wrench. So I only hand tighten it, but that's a good lesson. You guys got to make sure you have your gauges tight and all that good stuff. So there's that. So again, got the dual gauges. One side shows the tank amount, the other side is your working pressure. You can see the gauge when I pull the trigger on this. You see the gauge move right here. The smaller numbers and the one on your connection side are the ones that are relative to that. The larger numbers, the one on the valve side, is your tank volume. So, quick down and dirty. I have got, this is why I actually keep this little stuff. I have got the smallest amount. There's maybe a whole jar full in this can from a job I did on a black Harley. And this stuff is already reduced in here. You think painting needs a lot of paint, it's real expensive. It can be for the bigger stuff, for this little detail stuff. I guarantee you I'm not going to use half of that. Just like that. So one thing people always overdo with these, they always tighten the hell out of these. Like if it's going to be holding 500 pounds of pressure. You can see I'm only at about, gosh, that's 10 liters a minute. I'm sorry, about 18 liters a minute, about 10 pounds. So it's nothing. So let's just do this real quick. I won't give you a whole monstrous airbrush lesson because there's better videos for that. But you can see just with that, air, feed. That's it. So I'm actually going to turn my air up just a little bit. So what you want to do is just look at your pattern, find the pattern you want, size of it. I always leave myself a little bit of area to play with. And that's it. I've already cleaned it. I think I showed you guys in the last video my new bottle for cleaning fluid. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but I'll tell you what, the guys, Kenny over at Finish Masters down here in Vegas, takes care of us and always reminds me that there's things that I should be having to do my jobs right. So if you guys ever need anything, go see Kenny over at Finish Masters. Okay, clean, ready to go. It's all been wiped down, taped off. So all I'm going to do is lightly get a coat in here, make sure I've got no weird stuff going on. Everything looks good. And you'll see how fast this is. This isn't going to take but a couple of minutes. The amount of paint I'm using is so light. One of the things that you do need to do is make sure, you see how I was shooting from that side, and what happens is it leaves a light edge on the inside. So now I'm shooting from this side just to make sure I get that other edge, the opposing edge. So that's just 2 light coats right there. Inside of what, 2 minutes? Just blowing a little bit of air on this here. Yeah, I really don't need to, but also got to use up the air in my tank. I use it so little. I got to use the air up in my tank so that I can make sure my tank is good. I'm going to have it tested again. So, again, you see I'm just not dusting. You very much do not want to dust paint on. You got to get it wet enough so that it does its job and sticks. But you don't want to flood it down either to where you cause problems. I just painted this fender yesterday and the clear is fresh. I baked it several times, but the reducer and the other paints still have a tendency to try to attack it. So again, just take your time. You guys hear me say it a lot. Just take your time. There's nothing you can do to mess this up that you cannot reverse. Anything can be fixed. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to get from the front here. Everything looks good there to me. Get my corner. Everything looks good. So that's pretty much it. Let's see if we can show you this. Like I said, that amount you saw there, I wasn't going to use half of it. And I wish I could show you, I lied. I didn't even use a third of what I poured into that. So that's how simple it is. Obviously, you get into more complex colors and designs, it takes more time, more patience. But this one's just quick down and dirty, a nice, clean, solid black line. And because this is base coat, this will clean so easy. It'll take me 30 seconds to clean this airbrush out. That's it. So the next stage, all you're gonna have to do, I'm just gonna take and mask off with the 1/4 inch fine line tape. I'll put that covering the black right to the edge, and then I'll strip all of this outside tape off, leaving just covered black and all of the silver protected in here, so I can start doing the candy colors. Alright, stay tuned for more. Thanks guys.